Hello and welcome to the Unravel Collective. My name is Yvonne Constancio, and usually I offer channeled guidance from the Ninth Dimension Arcturian Council, but today I want to do something a little different. I want to sort of share with you what's been going on with me personally and let you know two lessons that I have recently learned in regards to following your heart. So this is a big message now for 2022, at least from what the Arcturians are telling me, and that is operating from the heart space, being in alignment with your heart, having heart coherence, and following the messages of your heart is the most important thing for the collective at large and for each of us individually. So if you'd like to hear what I've discovered while playing this little game called Ignoring My Heart, please stick around. So for those of you who don't know, I do channel the Akashic Records, and I am an Akashic Records reader. I have been since about August of 2020, and this was a gift that came to me seemingly overnight and with very little effort. And when this gift first came in, I really enjoyed doing it. It was very heart expansive, and I offered readings to all of my friends, and when I realized that this was a legit gift of mine, I went ahead and started offering it to clients. And for a period of time, I had the opportunity to provide this incredible connection for people I love and my clients, to have them be connected to their higher selves and have soul remembrance and energetic alignment, which was incredible. It was an incredible experience. But shortly after, I started feeling really drained after a day of work. And what started happening was that every time I booked an Akashic Records reading, my heart would sink just a little bit. Because not only were the readings draining my energy, but they were also causing a little bit of anxiety, low-level anxiety and doubts and thoughts of like, what if nothing comes through this time? What if what comes through is absolute bullshit? Those fun thoughts. I started out doing 15 readings a week, but as I said, I was beginning to feel really drained. So I cut it down to 8, and I still felt really drained. I cut it down to 4, and I was still feeling really drained. Then I decided to lower my Zoom readings from 1 hour to 45 minutes, because around the 45-minute time mark, I would start getting fatigued. But that didn't really help either. Then I stopped doing Zoom readings altogether. I went to doing only what I call Akashic Records quick counsels, which are, you send me a question and I record it, and I send you the audio recording, which I thought, okay, great. Now I don't have the pressure of somebody being right with me during a Zoom, and I can do it in my own time, and I'll just send it to them. But that also hasn't felt right to me. And I was still feeling a sense of hesitance and resistance, and my heart was still sinking every time somebody requested an Akashic Records quick counsel. Now, why this is, I don't really know. All I know is that for over a year, I haven't been listening to my heart at all. I've blatantly been disobeying its messages. I've been dismissing it, and I've definitely been negotiating with it, and I've been allowing my ego to relish in the idea of, but you have this gift, right? You're an Akashic Records channel. That's super cool. But all it's done is left me feeling disempowered and avoidant of what is really right for me. So here are the two lessons I've discovered while playing this little game of ignoring my heart. Lesson number 1 is, if you don't have the resource of your heart's infinite power and desire, you will feel depleted, exhausted, and burnt out. It doesn't matter how much you want to do something. If you are not in alignment with your heart and you are disobeying it, you are going to feel that what you are doing is not fulfilling you. It is going to make you feel tired. It is going to feel fatigued. It is going to feel like effort. It is going to feel like an obligation. It is going to feel hard. Lesson number 2, if you are pushing against or towards something that doesn't feel right, it will not be sustainable. I think many of us have encountered this, right? So I kept pushing towards this negotiation. If I do this, maybe I'll feel better. If I switch it to this, it'll be better. But no matter what I did, the energy around these readings has just simply not been sustainable. I have not been able to keep my energy up for them. I have not been able to experience the fulfillment that I was feeling at the beginning when I started these readings. And little by little, I've just been feeling more and more burnt out, more and more less motivated to do these readings, more and more disempowered around these readings. So here's what I want to leave you with, and that is to look at your life and look at where you may be disobeying your own heart's desires. The power of the heart is all about energetic alignment and coherence. And when you have this, you're not going to feel tired or fatigued. You may need rest because you are doing what you love, but you're not going to feel burnt out, so to speak. The heart's always going to be the telltale sign of your truth, right? It's going to inform you of what you need, what the next action is, what's right for you, where do I go forward, where do I take a step back. And listening to the heart is always going to lead you to the right place. It's always going to lead you to this more quantum expansive view of life. And what I'm excited to see is what happens from here, where I drop the thing that was causing me to feel drained, drop the thing that was causing me to feel disempowered and avoidant, and see what opens up in the space that I've created now. Because when you are busy putting effort towards and using up and wasting energy on something that doesn't feel right, well, you're leaving little space for something that does feel right, or something that does feel abundant, or something that does offer you or increase your energy and vitality, to not have the space to show up, not have the space for the idea to create itself. The pathways don't present themselves. Any new abilities or gifts are not going to show up because you're wasting your energy on something else. And here's something that I do think is true. I think that channeling the Akashic Records was a stepping stone towards something else. And I haven't allowed myself to step forward to the next thing because I have been stuck in trying to make the Akashic Records work, or channeling and offering them, make that work. Because they came in at a time when everything was shut down for COVID, and I needed to make money in a different way, in a way that I didn't have to be there in person. And so this came through at the best and most appropriate time for me to still have income and not have to be in person. So it was really life-saving in some ways. And so I think a part of me didn't want to feel ungrateful for that gift and didn't want to give it up because I felt guilty about it. And so I will no longer be offering the Akashic Records readings or channeling, at least for now, until it feels right. And I definitely would love to hear what your thoughts are on operating from the heart space, and if you can see any areas of your life where you may be dismissing the wisdom of your heart, the intelligence of your heart, the messages of your heart. And I challenge you to step forward into that energetic alignment and heart coherence and see what happens for you. See what opens up for you in this heart space, in this very expansive and infinite resource of your beautiful and powerful heart. Thank you so much for being with me today. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.